On in, Taurus. Come on in. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started with your general reading today. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you. I am going to be pulling from this oracle that we pulled from yesterday. And we're going to do a little bit different today, though. After we're going to be just reading the tarot, we're going to see what's going to come out. But this is going to be for you, Taurus. Let's see what's going to come out here for Taurus. Let's see. 2 cards. 1. Oh, you guys have 3. Okay, we'll take it. You guys have give at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what's coming out here. Allow. Choice. Surrender. Now, the first card is allow, and this is what it says. You're being asked to open your energy field and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life. Ooh, fear. You guys got your wall up. And obviously, goodness is knocking on the door. Goodness is knocking. Goodness is calling. But the wall is there. And I get it. I get, defensiveness, trying to protect yourself, and this could be, people in general who just have good, good intentions towards you. It could be friends. It could be neighbors, co-workers, but I get it. You do have to use your intuition with that. But the fact that it's telling you that, there's goodness knocking, but the wall is up, that means you are definitely defensive in a defensive stance. Here it says, sometimes, without even realizing it, we block ourselves from the flow of life. It says it's safe to open yourself back up, okay? And this is interesting because it's like, allow this goodness to come up in here. Whatever the universe is trying to bring into your life here, it's saying, allow it to flow. Universe is like, come on, I'm at the door. Let me bring it to you. Let me give it to you, okay? And you're going to know what that means. Of course, when we get into the tarot, we're going to find out what that means for you. Now, the next card that came out, I really only wanted 2, but 3 came out. A choice. Now, this is your choice, literally, to allow yourself to receive, to open up. But there's other choices that obviously that needs to be made in this reading as well. It says you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Now, I just did a reading on TikTok that I will be posting later on here. And that reading actually speaks of a choice, a decision. And here it is again, saying the same thing. And I think we talked about this before yesterday. And it was another sign that had this too. So we see that there's about to be choices that will change your life forever. It says you're struggling with it. Should I do it? Should I not do it? That type of stuff. It says it's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, though. It says eliminate everyone else's input. Don't be listening to other people. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Maybe that's not a good idea because it ain't going to do nothing but confuse your ass, right? Here you are trying to make a decision that's going to benefit you. And now you got other people telling you what to do. I don't think that you should do that. I don't think that that's a good idea. And now you're second guessing. I feel like if it's major decisions that you have to make, I think that you need to go inward, take your time, pray about it, and you're going to know exactly what decision to make. It says, and you may feel, it says, and feel your way is the best choice. So it says, eliminate everyone else's input and feel that your way is the choice that's right for you, okay? And I do see that you guys will be making some type of decision in the future very soon. I feel like it's going to be in 2026. I feel like there's going to be a huge decision you're going to be making in 2026. I really do. Okay. Now, the next card that's coming out here is surrender. Same thing, almost like this allow. You have allow and you have give. You see how that reciprocal energy is coming? Now, here it says you're being asked to let go of your need to control every part of your life. Each part of your life, let go of control. That's what it says. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life. This is someone who's a control freak. All right. Here it says surrender to the universe and allow the universe to, like I said before, to give. But you don't have to be in control of everything. Sometimes people are in control because it's fear. It's fear. And you could be dealing with someone who is fearful. They are trying to be in control. You both could be in that energy. You're trying to be in control. They're trying to be in control. It could be your mother. It could be your father. It could be your sister. It could be your brother. It could be your lover. It could be whoever. Now, everybody is in this position of trying to control everything and everybody and all this other stuff. And then it's just a whole bunch of clashing. Here it says it again. It says surrender to the universe. It says control could be an illusion because it's not real to a certain extent. You don't have the control over anybody's life. The only control that you have is over your own. That's it, right? So this is why I say it's an illusion. Let go and allow yourself to what? Enjoy. There it is again. Enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. So you're being told to allow yourself to enjoy the goodness that the universe is bringing in. Now we said, knock, knock, knock. The universe is bringing in something for you. Are you going to open up the door? Are you going to answer that phone? This is what we saw with allow. Allow the goodness into your life. Knock on the door, open up that door. Hey, come on in. Be a good guest. That is what this is basically saying. This is what the universe is asking you to do. But there, for some odd reason, you're afraid. It says that you got that wall up. Now we're going to find out why. What's been going on with you? Why are you up here like, I don't know? Like, you got somebody standing outside with $1 million. What you mean you ain't going to open up the door? I don't trust it. I don't know if I should trust it, guys. I don't know. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into your reading. Of course, you guys already know this reading is going to be the tarot. I'm going to be doing just the uprights, but if anything is in reverse, we'll talk about it, right? But I wanted to do this type of reading today. You guys already know I have to do different readings every day. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into the read. Let's see what's going to come out here for you. This is going to be for Taurus. Man, the universe was, today's spirit was very adamant about it. It's like, baby, please let go and let this goodness in. What y'all doing? Let this goodness in. That could be a love in your life. I mean, seriously, it could be someone who's a friend who's trying to help you. All right. This is for Taurus. Let's see what comes out. All right, card flipped. Let's see. Now, it's in reverse. It's not going to be in reversal, but it's in reverse. We got to see why that's in reverse. Let's see what's coming out here. 9 of Cups. Ooh. You want to know why it's in reverse? Here it is your hopes and wishes, right? It is something coming true. But in the 6 of Wands energy in reverse, your initial energy is that something will fail. You see, that's like that reflex, you know, when they, at the doctor, when they hit your knee and a reflex. Your initial reflex, your initial reaction is no. Okay? Your initial reaction is, no, this can't be real. This can't be right. Something's going to go wrong. No. Okay? This is not going to be successful for me. And this is the reason why you guys are holding back. That's your initial reaction to something. That's the reason why the universe is like, hey, come on now. Open up and allow yourself to receive. I get that you feel like you're not going to win, but you will. Boom. We turn this back over to where I said we're going to be reading. But ain't that crazy? Y'all don't think that y'all going to win. You don't think that you're going to be successful in something. And it's safer. It's safer for you to reject it so you won't be rejected. Got to get out of that energy. This is a winner chicken dinner sitting on top of allow. What the universe is going to be giving to you and what you can actually receive. We know you're going to receive because the 9 of Cups is here. We know you're going to receive because allow says open up the door. All that pessimism got to go. That got to go. Okay, let's keep going. This is going to be for Taurus. Ooh, okay, well, I'm going to take it, but not really because it just kind of slipped. Let's get another one. All right. Ooh, this literally just came out on your TikTok reading, which I will be posting later. Oh my gosh. Oh, baby, this is good. I know, y'all. I know you don't think so. You got the 4 of Swords here. That was the one that fell. You guys are still, Now, this is going to be everything. It's not just going to be love. It's not going to be just with love. It's going to be everything. You've been let down so bad here. I feel like even financially, some things may have happened, not to everybody, but I feel like even financially, some of you guys went downhill. I feel like there was something that you didn't expect that could have happened just recently. Something that you found out, maybe even something that you've experienced in the past. I don't know. Whether it's now, whether it's in the past, or even in the future, I feel like there's going to be something that you're going to have to you're going to have to really take your time. But I feel like this already happened. Because the Four of Swords specifically talks about the need to heal and pause and to meditate. You have to, because you've been cracked open. Cracked. Okay, I didn't mean it in that way, but I don't think that that's a coincidence that your TikTok reading had the Tower too. I feel like you guys are experiencing some type of emotional trauma. There could have been someone who may have died before. There could have been, something like that from what I'm seeing here. I don't know why I looked at that way and saw it. I mean, that it's not necessarily death, but it could have been something that really just knocked you off of your box here. I just don't know. It's just, it feels like some of y'all are suffering from something that's deep as hell. And I don't want to keep it superficial because you guys already know I do that on here because I don't like to get too deep unless it's a personal reading. But man, you guys are experiencing a change that you do not want to experience. You're experiencing change that you're not ready for. That's what I see. Let's go ahead. Let's get your third card. Let's see what's coming out here. If you guys have any questions or want a reading or anything like that, all the information is inside of the description box, guys. I want to show you. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you guys, some of y'all need therapy for real. Some of you guys need therapy. Some of you guys need to talk to, because some of you have been avoidant. Some of you guys have avoided the pain, the trauma. You're going to have to talk to somebody about something. You guys are living on autopilot. I can tell. You guys are trying to be superheroes here. You can't be superhero in this reading. You can't do that. Not with this reading. You see how the universe says, I allow it. Please open up. Allow this goodness to come in. How can you experience goodness when you are full of trauma? How can you experience that? Part of that Tower is being able to release the things that is keeping you from tasting the sweetness of it. And so when I mean a transformational, personal, spiritual, physically, okay, transformative energy is what you're going to be experiencing. You see why it says surrender to this and I will give you something in return. This is God's promise to you. It's not my promise. This is what God is basically saying. Surrender to this and I will give you something in return. And I know you don't want to, because you know what? You're a control freak. I don't know. I can't trust it. I don't know if I can trust it. You got that whole skeptical energy that's just sitting on you right now. I don't know if I can trust this. I don't know if I can trust this person. I don't know if I can trust you. I can't even trust myself. So why would you tell me I need to surrender? How does that make sense? So this is where you guys need to be guided. Because again, I feel like you're trying to walk something alone. You're trying to walk down a path by yourself, alone, full of traumas, like a disease. There are different doctors here. You guys need to be checked. You need to be evaluated. You need to be healed, which is the reason why we talked about that at first. You need to be healed from something that has caused a lot of pain. What if your mother didn't love you? What if your father didn't love you? What if a lover didn't love you? I think this came out too on TikTok. The same cards. That is crazy. Are you guys walking around, walking in this daily life every day, feeling rejected, feeling dejected, feeling like no one wants you or care about you? You feel like, you've been thrown about. You even feel that way about God, right? In some way, that's how you feel. And you've been very strategic about how you move because you don't want anybody to know, because you refuse. You don't want anybody to know, but you refuse. But you refuse to get any help. You refuse to actually extend yourself so you can feel better because you don't want to look weak. Universe said something. I will give you. Allow this goodness to come in. Allow me to give it to you. Knock, knock. I'm at the door. Are you going to open it up? Are you going to answer the phone? Are you going to allow me to give you this goodness? Are you or are you not? There it is with the control thing again. I'm telling you this. I'm saying, hey, Taurus, you need to open up the door. But every time I say it, I still feel this tension. And then now you're in power struggle with the angels and the spirit guides and God. Now you are like that man in the Bible who was wrestling with the angel. Because you're strong enough. You got this. You got this, Taurus. But according to your reading, no, you do not. You are falling apart. I told you before, you've been cracked wide open. But then you get up in the morning, you just make sure you sew yourself back together, you put a smile on, you say, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be fine. We're good. We're good. Now, when you see a tower card come out, it's like, baby, you best to believe that this is going to change for you. I don't care how you feel. I don't care if you feel like you're Superman, Superwoman. I don't care how you feel. I'm telling you right now that you're about to experience change, whether you like it or not. And you should be ready because you've been here on my channel. You should be ready because we talked about this. Now we're about to go to a new year in 2026. You should be ready. You should know what's coming. You should know what's happening with yourself. You should be ready, right? You should be smart enough to know what it is that you need to be, what you're going to be facing and how you can face it, how it can be improved, how it can be resolved. You should know that, right? Because the Tower card also talks about being surprised, but you don't have to be surprised. Even if there's things that are unexpected, you're going to be equipped for it. You're going to be ready for it, right? Because now you done talked about it. Now you've prayed about it. Now you've meditated about it here with that third card. You've done all of that. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, Taurus. Okay, boom. Boom. Hello. Isn't that cute? Oh, look at that. Ace of Cups in reverse. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. First of all, this is the card that fell first. So this is the Two of Swords. There's that decision. There's that decision. Universe said, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to put a blindfold on you. Okay. I don't want you hearing, seeing, listening to anybody else. What is it that you feel? What is it that you want? Feel it, and it's in your gut. You feel it. You need to make a decision based on that. Use your head. Speaking of which, head, Aries, okay, your second house. That's what you're in control of your finances, of your stability. That's what you will be in control of. Okay, structure and discipline is definitely going to be there. That means that you guys need to be structured, have structure and strategic, like I told you before, and be disciplined, not spending your money willy-nilly, because you will be paying for it if you do. But you have major life decisions that you need to make. And this is why I said, are you prepared for it? Okay, that's what it's basically saying here. Now we're going to get to this Aries card. I love the fact that Aries came out in your reading. Because here you are all over the place, all scattered. Your nervous system is shot. Okay, especially now you had Uranus all up in your house, your sun house. At the moment you guys you were just, you had your highs and your lows. You were just like, oh my God. At one moment I was just feeling very free and, I could do whatever I want. I just feel, not bound to anything. And I can do whatever I want. I have a sense of freedom and exchange. But then other moments you're kind of like, why did I do that? I can't believe that I did. I can't believe I'm feeling this way. Right? You were very unpredictable over the last 8 years. One moment your ego was just like on 10. You felt beautiful. You felt amazing. And then there's been moments where you're like, I feel like shit. I don't feel good about myself. I don't feel good about my life. I feel like a failure. I was doing amazing. And then look at me. Look at this, right? This is where the universe is like, okay, now you got to gain control of yourself. Now you have to gain control. It's all about in the head now. It's all about the head, not the heart. And you will be using your heart, though. You will be using your heart. But in order for you to receive this goodness, again, like I said before, in order for you to receive this goodness, you have to be put together. I love the fact that the Emperor is here, because it's like now I'm in control of everything that pertains to me. You have your empire. I got my kids in order. I got my life in order. I have my house in order. My family is in order. Now I can receive. This is the reason why the blessings card came out along with it, with the Ace of Cups. This is why. You are full of blessings. But it did come out like this. You're unlucky, the unlucky one. The person always that get overlooked. Part of your wounding is the fact that you don't feel loved. You don't feel cherished. You haven't felt that in a very long time. You don't even know what that feels like. Again, people have fooled you, made you believe that they did love you, and then they walked out of your life and you're like, okay, are we here again? Is this what this is all about? Universe is like, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pour you. I'm going to fill this cup. I'm going to fill this cup up. I'm going to fill this cup. Now you're going to love yourself and someone is going to love you too. But you got to be able to open up that door for that goodness. Your money is off the chain. Hello. Okay, y'all know my Cash App. I keep telling y'all that. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Money is off the chain. Okay? Now, for some of you, you may not be there yet. You may not be there yet. You guys already know I always read future. Majority of the time, 99% of the time, I'm reading future. Okay? And I am telling you, if you have been experiencing any kind of financial tribulation, that is going to change for you as well. Right? That is going to change. Partnerships in business, partnerships with the person that you're going to be partnering up with in some kind of way. You guys can have your own business. It could be something like that. Okay. There's going to be money is here. You guys will be able to buy what you want to buy. Get what you want to get. Own what you want to own. You will be able to be, you will be in that position. Okay. Let's see what came out here. Let's do it like that. Eight of Pentacles. Look at you. Look at you. You're like, baby, I'm focused now. I done saw your ass read. Now I'm focused. I got my journal out. Got my book out. I done cleaned up my office. I done cleaned up my house. Okay. I'm organized. Here with the Eight of Pentacles. I am organized. She done told me I got to be organized. She done told me I had to get my life together. Right? I am organized. Now I can focus. Now I can build. You can't build when you got clothes scattered all over the house, dishes ain't clean, kids running around here with snotty nose, mama. It's like they ain't went to sleep. They're supposed to be in bed. Okay, this is like, remember when we said about control, we're saying you need to be in control of your life. That means, what did I say earlier? This is not you controlling everything. It's about the things that you can control. Y'all already know I am good for a bedtime. I done told y'all that. I remember I had a few of y'all was, on Zoom, and I'm like, what's your kid's bedtime? Now I'm here for you. This is the whole point when you guys get a reading, I'm advocating for you. And I'm like, what's your kid's bedtime? Sometimes I don't go to bed till 12. 12? I was appalled. What you mean? Oh, you talking about on the weekend? No. What you mean 12 o'clock? How old are they? 2 and 3. 2 and 3? Baby, listen, okay, put their ass in bed. I don't care if they're kicking and screaming, because we already know, oh, I want to get out of bed. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep, baby. They're going to be in there crying. And eventually they'll get it, because that's what my son did. My son was just kicking and screaming. Oh, my God. The world was falling apart. And guess what? After 2 days, I wasn't getting up. You know what I did? I put my headphones on. I checked on to make sure he wasn't dying. Okay, he ain't dead. When I didn't hear him crying, right? Let me go in there and check up on him. Okay, he breathing. Because when I put him in a bed tomorrow, he's going to know what to expect. Because we're saying this is for you. You do not let your kids overrun you. They're not the boss of the house. You make sure that the older kids are able to chip in, not as far as finances, but I'm talking about as far as being able to do chores, that type of stuff, because Here we're saying there's something about you that you need to fix. You're trying to build, and there are things that you can do because we're talking about organization. We're talking about structure, and that is what Aries is bringing in. Aries is the head. You are now going to be the head of whatever. Head of the household, head of the family, maybe head of the company, head of your business, and you can't be head of anything if you're all over the place. How are you going to be head of something? And you are all out of whack. This is the reason why the Tower is here now. It's like, baby, that needs for transformation. What you've been doing ain't working. It's not working. You need to change something up here. This is basically what it's saying. You have to change something up. That is how this works. Okay? So now here you are, you're building. All that, those feelings of ups and downs, your emotional roller coaster, the relationships didn't work, your finances didn't work, your mom and daddy didn't love you, all of those things, the universe says, okay, I am going to fix you. I'm going to pat you back together. I want to put you back together, but you have to work with me. Here's that knock on the door. Are you going to let it in? What is it saying? Goodness. In order for you to receive it, in order for you to receive the goodness, you have to listen to the universe divine. You have to listen to these instructions. Now, I'm only here advocating for you. You can only do it. You can only receive it if you do it. Now, your last card here is the Eight of Cups. What are you talking to the therapist about? What are you talking to these spiritual advisors about? What are you talking to the person that's in your life that's very wise? What are you talking to them about? You're like, hey, you know what? I've been suffering from things. I've been feeling this sense of unfulfillment, maybe resentment, okay, this dissatisfaction. And then the person will look at you because this is a person that you've been working with. They'll say, okay, well, this is what you need to do. And that goes right back to the Eight of Pentacles. And it's like, okay, Eight of Pentacles. This is structure. This is discipline. Now, we're talking about going into 2026. There are certain things that need to be put in place. Uranus is coming out of your sun house. No more scattered energy. No more relationships that's going to be up and down, hopefully, because I don't know where Uranus is in your house. I have no idea, so I can't say that. Okay, you should know where it is in your chart. I told y'all you should be looking at tarot if you don't know what your chart looks like. Don't come for me when it doesn't work out your way. All right. But here it's saying that something needs to be put in place according to the Eight of Pentacles. Prepare, plan, strategize. Prepare, plan, strategize. We're moving into a new year. Everything starts over for everybody. Aries is the first. Aries is the head. You have Saturn going in there. You have Neptune. No more illusions, no more fantasy, no more delusion. You have to build. You have to start working. And you can't be doing this whole, what is it called, escapism as a way of getting by. You can't do that anymore. Because part of that this Eight of Cups I also feel like have been escapism and fantasy world and illusion. You cannot escape that anymore. You are in control. It is your choice, though. It's your choice. Now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get your today card. I'm trying to see what deck I want to use here. Let's just go ahead. We're going to use this. I think I used this morning. This is going to be for Taurus. Let's see. We're going to get 3 cards. This is going to be for today. Of course, you know some of this energy is going to stretch out later on. But let's see. Now, these cards can be in reverse. It doesn't matter. It's the way that they want it to come out. It's the way it's going to come out, y'all. Okay? All right. You got 2 cards here. This came out sideways, so that means both. Chariot card also came out sideways, so that means both sides. This is for, there we go, Taurus. Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. And it is in the reverse. Harshness. Critical. This is the way you speak. This is the way someone speaks. Now, someone could be saying, hey, you know what? I didn't like the way you said that. I didn't like how you said that. Now, you guys have to take criticism. Because I know with Virgos, I'm telling you right now, we are known to be very blunt and say things, and it will make other people be like, why would they say it like that? That is true. And we don't mean anything by it. But I know for a fact that I've been around Virgos. I'm like, why the hell would you say it like that? Okay. So I'm saying that there are some people who may not be able to accept it. It could be literally your family members where they're like, you could have said that a little bit better. Now your lover or someone who you are in a relationship most likely will tell you, you know what? That should have been said a little bit nicer. Just a little bit. You probably should have put some thought to that before you open up your mouth. You probably should have thought about it. And even if you did think about it, what's the point of you saying it? What's the intent? So I just want you guys to be careful, because I think I talked about this yesterday with you guys here with this Queen of Swords. It came out yesterday. So it's just saying, be careful with the abrupt speech. Okay, now the cards that fell, like I said before, these two cards literally came out both sides. So we're going to read both sides. Sun card is either way. It doesn't even matter. Sun card is great regardless what side it's on. It says having fun, counting your blessings. You're supremely optimistic. You're saying yes to things. Here on this side, it says that you have energy, you have happiness, there's positivity, there's warmth, there's success, there's truth. You are happy as hell about something. You want to know why? Because you heard the knock. So you didn't pretend that you were in the bathroom somewhere. You know, you didn't pretend that. Well, you know, the religious people outside your door pretending and close your blinds. You didn't do that. You were just like, oh, let's see what this is. You guys actually allowed the universe to bring you something in here that is amazing. And then look at how you're feeling. It says energy, rush, vitality, happiness. And I think that you deserve that. You also have the Chariot card. We're going to read it in reverse first, and then we're going to read it upright. Here it says, were you blocked? Or again, you guys have these decisions to make. Maybe you don't really know what direction to go into. Okay. Now the facing opposition. Let's see. In your astrology at this moment, I'm not seeing any opposition to you at all. Oh, no, that's so not true. I thought about you today and I said, damn, make sure you tell Taurus, right? I am such a liar. Well, you guys are going to have the sun opposing you. Most likely you guys already have finished that. Sun opposing sun. You're also going to have Venus opposing your sun. Anything that you have in your Taurus house is going to be opposed this month. Okay. But you got to be careful with Venus because you can spend too much money. There could be fights depending on what you have inside your Taurus house. And it's minor, right? Hopefully it's minor. Hopefully you don't have Mars anywhere in there, because then that does talk about something that's blowing up, that type of stuff. You guys got to be careful about that. A little disagreement, what we talked about earlier. Be careful about how you talk to other people, and be careful about how other people talk to you. So yes, you are being opposed. Okay. I almost missed that. And it's only a month. Other than that, I'm not really seeing anything that's going to be in opposition to you. You guys may have something in the first decan of Taurus. So yes, it won't be necessarily opposition, but next year you will be squared. Okay. So if you do have something in the first decan is the first 10 degrees. So that is your sun or any other planets, Venus, Mars, whatever, right? I can go on and on. If you guys have anything in the first decan of Taurus next year, you will be squared. But you probably need to know what house that is. What are you being squared by? What does that mean for you? Again, you should be looking at this if you do not know, okay? So, but either way, you're going to be okay. Now we're going to turn it over like this. And this is the Chariot. Now, again, forward movement. So yes, you've been facing opposition. You've been facing struggles. And it says you have the determination to succeed. That's what it's saying. You're focused. You're getting out of that scattered energy that you've been in, this lack of clarity, all of that, your questions and decisions that you need to make. You're going to be clear about that here with the Sun card. Really good. Now, let's go ahead. This is the last one. I love it. Remember, this says allow and the other said give. Look at what came out. Now, this came out like this, right? So this literally is give and take. What are you giving? What are you getting? What are you giving? Giving. What are you getting? Now, this could be in relationships. This could be, it could be in all kinds. So it doesn't even matter. It's just like it could be in all kinds, right? Here it says it could be a one-sided relationship. It could be a conditional giving. The only reason why the person is there is because you're giving too much. The only reason why you're there is because they're giving you something, right? And it says be careful with undervaluing yourself. Being in relationships based on ego only. Oh, this person looks good. They make me feel good, right? But are they giving you what you need? Okay, that is what this card is basically saying. Now, if we turn it this way, it says generosity. There's balance here. there is that give and take. You give to me, I give to you. We don't even have to talk about it. It's an easy flow. You don't have to discuss it. Both you guys are good at giving back to each other. Sometimes it can be monetary. Sometimes it could be just a rub on the shoulder. Sometimes it can be just, someone cooking. Okay. It could be a love letter. It could be something like that. Giving can come in many forms here. So it literally says giving and receiving. Now that energy was for today, believe it or not. So today, what are you guys doing? You're going to get in your car. You're going to go home. You're going to get some things done. Even if it's not necessarily getting your car, it says that you guys are going to get some stuff done today. I feel like you're going to be in a better mood. Hopefully you'll be in a better mood. Okay. You guys are going to be more so in that energy of receiving, but just be careful about what you say to other people and how other people say things to you here with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay. I love you guys, Taurus. I love you with all my heart. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I already did your love reading. I got to wait for it to finish on TikTok because it can't be seen right now. I will post that a little bit later on today. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.